Tonight's 5-minute speaker is Bridge.
Hi, Bridge Recovery. So it's interesting because last week I was here to see my friend who was the main speaker, and we were here early to do service, and I got roped into doing the promises, and I did okay. And I was like, oh, maybe one day I should speak, and here I am looking at you. So forgive me, I get nervous. But 5 minutes, I can do that. So I thought about where I'm at today. I got 2 years in December. Thank you. But let me tell you, there was 17 years that I struggled. And I think the biggest piece for me was I couldn't find connection. I felt like I'm really the only person that's this messed up, and nobody will really understand why I am the way I am, because I don't even understand it. And I remember hearing the opposite to addiction is connection. And I listened to a lot of motivational videos and speakers, and I just try to listen. And Oprah, I just had this aha moment. She said, you can't truly find connection with other people until you find connection with yourself. And I tie everything into recovery in this program, and I thought that's really accurate. That's what I'm so grateful for, is this program gave me this opportunity to constantly reflect on myself with people that are very much like me. But also just keeping me aware of the ever-changing world and the outside things that I used to let, easily let me isolate and hermit and hide from people. And I realized that, the first word and the first step is we. So for 17 years, I was trying to do it by myself. The steps, meetings, I didn't really lock in that all I was really seeking was connection. And it was step 5. I remember that moment. Oh, it makes me emotional. I couldn't truly even begin to connect with myself because I couldn't forgive myself. 17 years of a lot of regrets and mistakes and things I spent a lot of time trying to forget because I felt like I deserved to be punished. And so when I finally did step 5 for real, I remember, I wrote all the things down, and I said them to my higher power. Like, my higher power knows what I did. I know what I did. Like, why do I got to say it to another human being? So when I finally did that, over 2 years ago, I just remember my sponsor just looking at me with the same, she still loved me. I pictured in my head that she would immediately look at me with disgust, and I thought everyone would think I was this horrible, awful human being. And so she was like, oh, that's it. Okay, well, let's move on. I'm like, what? That's it? So for so long, I lived in my own fear. And I feel like, the two core emotions are love and fear. So whatever you're feeling, anger or scared or joy or happiness, those two core emotions are love and fear. And so when I'm angry about something, or I'm anxious about something, or I'm stressed about something, sometimes it's really hard, especially when I'm angry. Like, what am I scared of? I'm not scared of nothing. I realize it does always fall into that category, especially when I'm hurt. Initially I'm angry about it. But when I reflect and I do my step 10 nightly, I need that, I can really take an honest look at myself. And if I wake up in the morning and it's still heavy on my heart, I reach out to my family in recovery because I know you won't judge me. And this is the only place that I can be my authentic self for real and feel really connected. Like every single person here, well, now it's kind of a double-edged sword. I'm an open book, so be careful what you ask me. Might tell you everything and too much. But I'm not scared anymore. And so now it's such an honor to be of service and to sponsor other women in the program because I know that feeling and I love to give them that connection that I longed for and didn't have for so long. Because no matter what, I was taking and taking and taking from this program. And that's okay. When you need it, that's what it's for. But I finally surrendered. I finally crossed over. I finally live and love in the steps. And so I give all over the place because I finally can. And so I'm just grateful. It wasn't so bad. So see, I say yes. If fear's like, no, that means I have to say yes. So thank you.